Hello, Paul Derby, Derby and Associates, Remax Real Estate, right here in Lansing. And today I am sitting here with one of my clients, actually one of my best friends, Dan Johnson. Dan, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Paul. How are you? It's
I'm
good to
doing,
have you here today.
yeah, and I just want to tell you I am super excited that you allowed me to come into your home, put you on the spot today, ask you some questions, have a good conversation, and catch it on camera because ultimately, I'm going to share this on social media.
I know.
Okay.
I hope my shave is good.
Well, I've got Kyle. He promised me he's going to make you and I both look really good.
Then we ought to be in
We
business.
should be good. So, Dan, we go back quite a ways.
A little bit.
And when I met you, of course, I met you as a professional agent. You were going to be a client.
Right.
Okay. How long ago was that?
I met you, if memory serves me, it was a Wednesday. It was December 12th of 2012.
2012.
Right. I came into the office over on St. Joe, and the lady they were going to give me to actually was leaving for lunch. And that's how I ended up with you, or I would have never met you.
I like to think it's fate sometimes.
Me too.
And because sometimes just things work out in a weird, strange way. Because I remember coming down the hallway and meeting and greeting you, and I can't explain it, Dan. I just knew right then and there that you and I were going to be doing business together.
Yep, and we did. If you'll recall, when I came in, I came directly to the office from the bank where I'd acquired the necessary
That's right.
paperwork.
You actually had paperwork in your
Right,
hand. Yes.
And I also had about 3 properties that I wanted to look at and visit that I had found online. But then we engaged in a long conversation about needs, desires, wants, what have you. And so you developed some information off of that and picked out, I think, 3 other properties to look at. And we agreed to get together the following Saturday.
I remember when we were out shopping, the one particular home, it was down towards, I want to say Eaton Rapids, Onondaga area.
Onondaga, yeah.
And it was out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And I remember we were walking through knee-deep snow.
It was cold.
At least ankle-deep snow.
Yep.
To get up to that house and show it. But we weren't there that long, were we?
We couldn't get in.
No.
We could not get in the property.
Unfortunately, that does happen in the real estate business. But as a professional, it's frustrating because here I've got a brand new client and I'm ready to go show you homes and we can't even get in and feeling inadequate. But unfortunately, that does happen in the business.
Right. Well, we ended up here.
Yes.
Long story short.
Yeah. So let's move ahead. We found you a phenomenal condo.
Right.
Okay. And why don't you explain the condo, what caught your attention to it, and ultimately why you ended up writing an offer?
Well, first of all, as I said before, there were certain things I was looking for in a home. The thing that caught me about this particular property was its neatness, the way it was laid out, the appointments within the home, the size of the rooms. The price was right in my sweet spot where I wanted to be. It was close to everything, but yet not right in the middle of town. So, we're kind of out here on the west side, and we're not far from Mount Hope Church. And we can get anywhere across 496 or up 96 or wherever, to get where we need to go, or I need to go. And the house spoke to me. When I walked in and looked at it, I was here probably 5-6 minutes.
It wasn't long.
And I said, I'm putting an offer on this house today. And that's what we did.
And even back in 2012, if I recall, we wrote a full price offer.
We did.
Yeah, we didn't want to get into any negotiations, and we stepped up to the plate and we hit a home run.
We did. We did.
That's awesome. So, Dan, one thing I want to talk about, we found you a great home. You've been here since 2012. But over the years, I really pride myself as a real estate agent, not only work with the clients, but I try to create relationships. And in fact, one of my taglines is building relationships, one house, one family at a time. And I'm going to put you on the spot. And obviously, I'm here. I'm talking to you. I'm interviewing you. We're smiling. We're having a good conversation. I mean, we're friends.
Right. Well, a little more than friends, even.
Well, we joke about it that we are brothers from different mothers.
Right.
In fact, you can probably see the resemblance.
Yeah,
here, right?
you can tell when we stood up, right?
Absolutely. But share your, maybe some thoughts on, I mean, working with me as a professional, and then of course watching that relationship grow and develop over the years to now we're brothers. We're really, really good friends. In fact, your son calls me Uncle Paul.
That's right. Well, I don't know. It's to say it succinctly, I am the type of person that responds to people who do what they say they're going to do in the first place, which is to say that I like people of integrity, people of honesty, people that are dedicated. And you exhibited all of that. I met you. You said what you was going to do. You did it. You did it the way you said you was going to do it. You did it when you said you was going to do it. You did it how you said you was going to do it. And so that drew us. And then the other side of that coin was, I know a lot of stuff, but I don't know about real estate. And so you took your knowledge and expertise and shared points with me that helped me avoid pit holes, but at the same time achieve what I wanted to achieve. Now, a lot of real estate agents would have said, oh, no, I wouldn't offer full price. But that may have opened me up to not getting my dream.
Sure, absolutely.
And so as a result of saying, I said, well, what about this? And you said, well, I would do it. That would ensure more than likely that you will walk away with this property and you won't have to worry about losing it and looking for another or whatever. Beyond that, it's just human kindness and human decency. I take note of the things you do for the community. From the sweet potato and pumpkin pies to the hams.
Which we do around Thanksgiving time.
Right,
we
right.
pass out a lot of pumpkin pies.
You do that type of stuff. You reward your staff. When a lot of people don't stop to think that when you're on Facebook saying, hey, so and so closed a home and we're going to give this client this basket or this token of our appreciation, you can get into the finesse points of it, well, he can write that off and he can do this and that. But the point is, up front, you got to spend the money for that.
Sure, absolutely.
So that makes a warm fuzzy for the client. It's an encouragement for the employee. And it is a bond that you create between the three, because they don't see Remax. At that point, all they see is Paul. Paul's a good guy. And so that's the thing that's drawn us, that, we both have engaged in professional activities where we served our community. That family is important to us, that honesty and integrity is important to us. And then we're kind of no-nonsense people. We like people. I know you like people.
Well, I don't think I'd be in this business if I didn't like people.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, being a real estate agent, you have to like people, because as you know in your profession, you deal with all walks of life, right?
Right.
All different personalities, all shapes, all colors, all sizes. And you have to find a way to connect to all those people. And some people are a little more difficult. Other people, such as yourself, super easy to connect with. But I love it. I absolutely love the challenge of working with clients. But ultimately, the bigger challenge, can I turn that client into a friend for the long run, such
Right.
as yourself.
Right.
So Dan, wrapping up here, if you were to share any advice at all to somebody that is looking to buy a house, sell a house, and they're out there wondering, where do I even start? How do I find a real estate agent? How do I select a real estate agent? What 2 or 3 tips would you give that person when considering what to do and who to do it with?
Well, that's a broad question, but I think the real answer is very first of all, as a potential client, they want to go and make sure that they've got all of their personal effects in line, that they, are positioned where that their assets are such that they can get the mortgage, that they have an idea of what they can afford, and that they really stop and take the time to think about what it is that they have got to have and then what they would like to have.
Sure.
And then after they've done that, my only thing would be to say, go online, look it up, Google it, or whatever you have to do, but end up with Paul Derby Remax. If you go, and I'm not putting nobody else down, but I will simply say I bought a couple of houses.
Sure. Yeah.
I have never had a transaction that went as smooth and as easy and as much fun and built a long lasting relationship like ours has. And I was telling Kyle as he was setting up, you realize we closed that deal in 31 days and we done it with Christmas and New Year's holiday
In between.
in between them.
Yeah. It was a very smooth transaction. But in all honesty, I mean, as much as I want to take all the credit for that, a lot of that also has to deal with you because you were also an excellent client. You were organized, you were prepared, you knew what you were looking for, and you put all those elements together. And on top of myself knowing what I'm doing, it made a very, very easy transaction.
It was good.
But, well, Dan, I got to tell you, I am, again, very thankful and grateful that you allowed us into your home today to sit down with you for a few minutes, have a conversation. One, I appreciate you as a client. Two, I appreciate you even more as a friend. And I know we've had in reality, a short relationship, since 2012. But I am looking forward to the continued years of being your friend, having you as my friend, somebody that I can confide in, talk to. And again, I'm excited to share this interview with the public, let the people know what it is or what you experience working with Paul Derby at Derby & Associates. So, Dan, thank you very much.
It has absolutely been my pleasure.
Awesome.
My pleasure. And I got a little plan in the back of my head. We're gonna dance this one more time.
All right.
We're gonna dance it one more time.
I'm your man. So
I know that.
When you get ready to sell or you get ready to do something, I'm your man. But Paul Derby, Derby & Associates, Remax Real Estate, right here with Dan Johnson, coming to you from Dan's personal home. Having a phenomenal day. Thank you.